here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Here we go. Like 20, 21, 21.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Now Elliott. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Prescott on 3rd and goal. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Nick Bosa in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. On now is Kai Forbath to try the field goal. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And Forbath will put this one through, and the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
On second down now, it's Coleman. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. It would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. So shall we say a bold decision to go for it, and that bold decision does not pay off.
And when you talk about bold, you're saying all caps?
All caps.
Yeah, without a doubt. Maybe they're telling their defense they have a lot of faith in them. I mean, that's how you have to spin it, is that you tell your defense, you know something? We were able to go for it there because you guys are so good. I'm not worried about things. That's the only explanation I can come up with in this situation.
Well, he better get ready to spin it for that post-game presser, because you know he's going to be at it.
He's going to have to spin it for his own locker room, frankly.
He's going to take a shot for the end zone, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Go, get out there, get out there.
On third down, it's Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Intended for Jason Whitman. Incomplete.
So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And this one is right down Broadway. And that'll do it for the first quarter of play. 6-0 our score after one. Forbath out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a fourth quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go-around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go for it, what position it leaves your team in. Maybe we're starting to see a little bit of that creeping into the NFL game.
I think we've seen it enough. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
At the 27-yard line.
Here we go. Go right in. Check 56. They're not ready for this, man.
A first down carry by Elliott. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, 27 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And now Jason Garrett electing for his guys to try for two. Prescott to throw it. That is caught. He's got it. And the lead will move to 14-0. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Mostert, room here to run. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert, 78 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's Elliott. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when they clicked off the film or stopped.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. First down run with Elliott going to go for about 4. 2nd and 6 coming up. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. From the 31, Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's going to go for it all. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
With that incompletion, a chance to mention the awards. Now with the season over, Lamar Jackson, as we speculated, he's the MVP, Coach of the Year. John Harbaugh, Lamar's coach. Michael Thomas, Stephon Gilmore, Offensive and Defensive Players of the Year, Offensive and Defensive Rookies of the Year. That went to Kyler Murray and Nick Bosa. And the Comeback Player of the Year, Charles, Ryan Tannehill, no surprise there.
Not to mention the #1 award that the NFL gives out, the one that they give the most, the credence isn't the right word, the most attention to, and the one that they want trumpeted the most, that's the Walter Payton Man of the Year, because that represents the totality of a player in the NFL, not just what they do on the field, but off the field as well. And that goes to Calais Campbell, the defensive tackle for the Jacksonville Jaguars. What a great award. Congratulations, Calais.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
13. Hey, wahoo! I'm going to run you over.
Garoppolo again. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 11.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on third. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1.
Here we go.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. Got his target, Samuel. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Final play of the half. Prescott sliding out of the pocket. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. That'll be taken in the end zone.
That's it, baby. We go
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 77 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now.
49ers
6. Forbath is sent it away now following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. On second and 11 now. Garoppolo. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. Garoppolo now. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Let's get to some Hall of Fame talk while we have a second, because last week we mentioned the 15 guys that we knew were going into the Hall. 5 added: Isaac Bruce, Steve Hutchinson, Edgerrin James, Steve Atwater, and Troy Polamalu. You think about it, CD. For Polamalu, it was his first year of eligibility. People knew he would go in. Atwater was his 16th year. He had to wait a long time.
He certainly did, and I often wonder about the psychology of it all, because when you're young in your career, meaning young retired, right, these things mean something to you, but I don't know if they hit with the same impact as it will for Steve Atwater. 16th year. Now, I think Steve would like somewhere to be a happy medium. Maybe the 8th year would have been a lot better. But the bottom line is, the older you get, boy, imagine the emotions running through there, the validation, probably haven't had the applause in a long time. That's going to come back to you now. Troy Polamalu, he essentially stepped off the field and into the Hall of Fame, but it doesn't matter. Bottom line is getting there. Congratulations to all.
They go to Elliott again. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for third down. Prescott from the gun. And that will be incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got him in. Complete. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as he'll drop him for a loss of 4. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. Again, it's Elliott. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 21 yards. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. To throw is Prescott. He's got the connection to Cooper. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down. Prescott to throw on 4th. And he's got it. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They opt to go for it, and they get it. 1st and goal after a pickup of 5.
Go, go, go. Slam.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Looking to throw. Prescott to the goal line, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal. They go for it on 4th and goal, but that winds up incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this 49er defense stands tall down near the goal line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. And an alley to run. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10, touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert, 95 yards. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. Now Garoppolo and the Niners will come up and go for 2.
Here we go.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now Prescott. Cooper's got it. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Prescott now has hit on 7 of 17 passes, just 41%, but it's 1st and 10. A 20th carry here for Elliott. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Tighten up, tighten up.
Throwing here, Prescott. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Incomplete. He was covered by Richard.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And if the late touchdown wasn't bad enough, now they're going to go for 2. So sportsmanship nowhere to be found right here. And it's caught for 2 points. Very interesting way to end this one. They add on a couple extra that they really didn't need. Partner, I think the thing I'm going to take away from this game is that ending. Still hard to believe they score on the final play.